Righto, ladies and gentlemen, welcome to the Deadass Podcast, where we're here to capture eulogies and share stories. Today, we have got a very special episode, and a episode in which we have had the good graces of getting a proper professional video set up for this episode. So it's a very special treat for the listeners and the viewers. Today, we do have a special guest with us. Firstly, I'll introduce none other than Mr. Dave Casey himself. How are you, sir?
Yeah, good, brother. How you going?
Good, mate. Good. Fantastic. Living the dream, as Cole would say.
Yeah.
But we have got Shoey with us, or Chris Schumann, depending on which way you want to pronounce him, but better known as Shoey. How are you, sir?
Yeah, good. Thank you very much.
That's good, mate. Good. No, thanks for coming in today, mate. You have got some very interesting stories to tell, and you've actually been kind enough to come in and bring in like pretty much like an audio visual display for us to have a look at. So we've actually had to set up the studio in a way so that we can see it on the TV, but also too that the listeners and the viewers can see them for themselves as well, mate. Let's give a bit of an introduction how you know Shoey.
Yeah,
Dave.
mate. I'm on the other side of the mic today. I'm not taking Zayden's job or anything. I can't do the Mufasa voice very well.
That's right.
But yeah, like I've only known Shoey relatively briefly to a lot of people, but you know, I go out there and he does all my stickers and that for me, and every time I go out there, he shows me a bit more stuff on his computer, good stuff.
Yeah.
And it's just awesome to see, and I've always been saying we should get him on here.
Yeah,
and,
we have been. We've been saying that for a while, haven't we?
And yeah, like some of the people, like he talks as friends that everyone else talks about as heroes, and he just talks about them like, oh, this is another person.
So
it's quite amazing.
Yeah,
so.
Definitely, mate. So. Well, we might as well get you to introduce yourself, mate. We've been sort of speaking for you, sorry. But local fella here in central Queensland. And what's some of the stuff that you brought in today, just to give the listeners a bit of an idea?
Where did your life start?
Yeah, where did it start? How did it come to this point? Because the idea is that while we've got the listeners on now, the idea is we want to show you some memorabilia, some of the things that you've experienced firsthand through Peter Brock and Peter Champion and HDT Holden and all those sort of things, hey, mate? And I guess the story is, how did you get to that point?
You look a bit nervous, mate.
Have a beer, mate.
Well, you're probably not going to like this. I'm born and bred in New South Wales. A little town called Cootamundra.
Oh, yeah, right. Yeah. So
where the Don was born. Don Bradman.
Okay, yes.
So, back in 1968, that was when I popped out. And then, that was my stomping ground for about 12 years. But then through that time, my mum and dad, we had a boat shop down there called GT Marine. And Dad was a good marine mechanic, and he also used to race boats. So that's where I loved high-speed stuff. Is pretty cool. So
it's generational. It's in the blood. Yeah.
So, I'll just...
Wet the whistle, mate. That's a bit better.
It took some nerves. Anyway.
Grandpa's old cough medicine.
Yeah. So, Dad having the boat shop, he was called upon to use one of the boats as a crash boat on the Blowering Dam course for the world, to set the world speed record. Yeah, okay. Which was Ken Warby in 1978. And he was also a customer of my dad's. Dad used to fix his outboard motors and stuff. And but in 1978, there was my dad. He piloted the boat. We had a paramedic, and I was in the boat as well. And being on the water, and it's sort of like a crash boat is designed, if something goes wrong, paramedics there straight away. But I think 317 miles an hour.
Holy smokes.
No paramedics are going to be any good.
No.
So if something goes wrong. But fortunately, all went well. And I was on the water with my dad, and Ken Warby set off with the Spirit of Australia, which is the jet boat. Yep. And, I heard this thing was pretty quick. And so anyway, he set off down up the course, and you could see the big plumes of the spray and the mist, and I'm thinking, this is going to be good. And it's coming, and I'm thinking, I was expecting it to be a little bit quicker than this, and then it just went, oh my God, this thing just went so fast. Yeah. And anyway, they have to do a return run.
Yeah.
To get it goes over a 1 kilometre.
Like a trot. Yeah.
So they had to turn around and come back. But when he went down the track first, he left a bit of a wake.
Oh.
So he's a bit worried about coming back. Yeah. So but on his way back, he went faster.
He's like, no, I'm going to send it.
Yeah. He said, why not? So it was a combined speed of an average speed was 317.6 miles an hour.
That's unbelievable.
Yeah.
A couple of photos.
Now let's go. So these are some of the photos that you have from the early days, mate.
Yep.
So firstly, we might as well go through and talk about this one. Which one's this photo here?
That's my mum and dad
racing
a little boat called Ace Hunter.
Wow. So what size motor would have been on that?
It's an 11-foot boat.
Yep.
And it had a 50 horsepower Merc on it.
No wonder
on the water, mate.
No wonder it's sort of like just hanging out of the water. It's just sort of like paragliding.
Not much hull there, eh?
No, there's not. No.
You get one chance to start it, and if you fail, you sink.
Wow, of course you would, yeah.
Because you got to go down and pull the ripcord.
Oh, okay.
So
God, I love the safety in the 70s.
Yeah.
Was this that would be early 70s? That wouldn't it?
Yeah, that'd be 73, 74.
Yeah. And then, so this is your parents here, eh?
Yeah,
and that's you as a
dad.
young tacker.
Look at that snapper right there, eh?
Good looking little fella.
Mate, I love that Adidas bag too.
Yeah,
I'd have that.
That's Dad. He won that as Sports Star of the Year.
Really?
So they gave him that and a few other things.
And so that's the same boat in the previous photo? That is the boat there?
Yeah.
Wow, that's awesome.
It came second in the Australian Championships.
Did he?
And the reason that he came second is he was running late to put the boat on the water. When he did finally get on the water, he's put the foot down and he's hit the boat ramp. And bent the tail shaft, the prop shaft.
Oh, wow.
Oh, righto, yeah.
So he said he wasn't getting good top end speed. And
yeah,
so he missed out in the Australian Championships.
Oh, that's a shame.
Yeah.
Got some good product in his hair.
Mate, his hair is gorgeous. That's what I was going to say.
Bit of James Dean there.
Yeah, no, well, I'm actually a little bit jealous. You know, anyone with hair these days, I'm jealous of.
Yeah.
Yeah, next one. So this is you again, mate. Yeah, looking good. Actually, I love the decals on that motor. Just the way they got it set up back then.
Yeah,
that was sick.
They were pretty looking.
They were, weren't they? And so this is the boat here, is it?
Yeah, that's the Spirit of Australia.
Spirit of Australia. And so that set a world record?
It did, yes.
Yeah,
so,
and that record still stands?
Yeah, there's a few people that died trying.
Really?
Yeah, so I think the odds aren't looking pretty good for the next person who tries.
Yeah. So people still do try to do it these days?
Yes, they do, yeah. Ken Warby and his son David, I think it's David, they were building another boat that would actually be quicker than this one.
Yeah.
So, but to race it, they got to wait for the exact right moment. Yeah.
It blows my mind. So what year was this, sorry, this one?
1978.
1978, still stands today.
Eh?
Yeah.
Isn't that crazy?
Ken Warby unfortunately passed away a couple of years ago.
Oh, I'm sorry to hear.
But he took his record with him.
Did he?
Which is pretty awesome.
That is cool, man. That's really cool. And it's
show me a photo the next one in the museum. Yeah.
Yeah, so that's me on the bank there.
Oh wow.
Yeah.
Okay.
So as a 10-year-old, when Ken went past for his second run, it took him like 5 minutes to turn around and come back. So in that time, my dad already had the boat on the trailer, and I ran down to the shore there to see him come in.
He must have been stoked to see that, eh?
I was blessed to actually be there.
100%. That's amazing. Look at the crowd turn up for that too.
Yeah.
That's unbelievable, mate. Whatever happened to that? Oh, I just said as I turned the page.
Just getting sucked in by the jet motor there.
Look at that.
That's in the Sydney Maritime Museum.
Is it?
And
I think I've been. Is that in Darling Harbour there or whatever it is? Yeah, I was actually there a couple
submarine there.
last year. Yeah, that's right.
And you can see down the bottom right-hand corner is a television there.
Yeah.
And it's actually got the clip from that weekend.
Does it?
And some other pictures.
Wow.
And it was really funny. I was there with my brother David and his wife Sharon and my wife Cass.
Yeah.
And there was a tour guide coming through with a group of people. Right when my brother goes, dude, there's you on the TV.
Wow.
And these people are going, what?
What?
Can't be. Nah.
Wow.
That's cool, eh?
That's cool that that he's preserved it and it got put into the Maritime Museum.
Yeah.
I love that.
So
you need to preserve that, especially because it still holds the record. Mate, that's impressive. So you obviously got a passion for speed, but it wasn't just boats. Was it cars and stuff as well? Yeah. So yeah, you weren't just to the water on the road as well.
It's like every year for Bathurst, I'd be the first out of bed with a telly on. And
yeah, of course, definitely. What was some of the cars you had growing up in that?
Myself?
Yeah.
I've had an FC Holden.
Oh, yes.
58. I should have put some photos on there.
No, that's all right, mate. Just give us a bit of a description.
I've had heaps of VK Commodores.
Yeah.
Had utes, lots of utes. I got one of my utes on there. It's in another picture.
Oh, yes, we'll go into that too. Because you obviously growing up and seeing that, going through high school and your early days as well, were you still involved in the boats, the racing boats and all that sort of stuff?
All the time.
All the time, yeah.
Every Sunday we'd go to the boat races, watch Dad race.
Yeah, cool.
Whether it be in Sydney or the Wagga, which is, or Burrinjuck Dam, which was local around where I was born.
Yeah.
But it was always fun going to Sydney to watch Dad race in the big races. I remember one time we went over to see my nan, Dad's mum, and she said, "Oh, Eric, that's my dad, I saw on TV the other night, this man rolled his boat on the national television and he went bouncing along the water and wrecked his boat." And he said, "Yeah, that was me, Mum." And, Eric, this started.
Yeah. No, thanks, Mum. You're going to injure me even more. No, I love that. That's cool.
So when was the transition from boats to cars sort of thing?
It's always been 50-50.
Is it? So even still today?
Yeah, I love boats.
Really? Yeah, okay.
I've got model cars there, but I haven't got any pictures of model boats.
Yeah, but you do that too.
Yeah, so
that's cool. Did you, when you left high school and that, what was your sort of, were you going down the career path of incorporating boats and cars into your career, or you just went something completely different?
Yeah, well, I wanted to race boats, and my dad says, don't
do it. Yeah.
So, yeah. He said that's like a big money pit.
Yeah.
And just forever sinking money into it.
No, that feeling.
Yeah. And so it's basically, I've liked cars. Cars were probably cheaper than boats.
Yes.
Easier to get, easier to drive for a start.
Yeah.
Yeah. So and I've always liked V8s.
Yeah.
Over V8. So
no, fair enough.
Yeah.
No, I just wondered what did you end up doing? What was the first job you had out of high school?
First job out of high school, I was working in a glass factory.
Yep.
I was a glazier.
Yeah.
So,
okay.
That's sort of, I saw lots of people cut themselves up. And
You would.
Yeah.
It'd be dangerous as.
I'd never cut myself, so I thought I'll cut my losses and get out of here.
nice transition with a pun. Love it.
Yeah, so I then went over to the Morning Bulletin, which is I was a graphic artist. So,
nice.
My mum, she was a graphic artist and a really good one, and I wanted to follow her footsteps. And
yeah, cool.
And I said to Mum, because she was working at the Morning Bulletin at the time, I said, "Oh, can I work there too?" And she said, "No, can't be both of us here. People won't like it." And so the boss said, "Oh, we really want him. He can draw pretty good." So one day she just gave in, and we were both working there. And we took the newspaper from APN, Australian Provincial Newspapers, from number 14 up to number 1.
Wow.
And they told us it's because the advertising reps had more artists at their disposal.
Okay.
So we were designing ads.
Yes.
So you like cartoonist or?
No, they had a cartoonist there, Rod Emerson.
I remember him, yes.
Yeah,
yes, I do, actually.
He could draw some good stuff.
Yes.
So, completely different.
Oh, so like sign writing.
Yeah, basically, yeah. So if someone wanted a pair of shoes drawn or a pub or something, I have to draw it
Oh, okay, cool.
And there was no Google back then, so I couldn't really chat GPT.
You had to use your own imagination and had to actually use this thing called pen and paper.
Yes, that's it.
So that's where you got all your talent for your little models and that.
Yeah. Oh, we had a photocopier. That was.
I like how you're like stoked. Oh, we can photocopy it. I suppose it would have been. When did you start sort of transitioning into making models and stuff?
Well, I've always done that.
You always done that? Something even as a kid?
Cheaper than owning a real car, yeah.
Oh, it's a really
You're
good
the
fact.
president of the model club in town.
Yeah, we've got a little bit of a group happening in town. It's called the Rockhampton Scale Modellers Association, and we're always still looking for new members.
Yeah.
And we've been going now for probably 30 years.
Yep.
I run a show at the Criterion Hotel.
When did we go and see that? When was that? That was
in February.
February. That was smoked weekend, wasn't it? Yeah, we went and had a look. That was a great setup, mate.
That really was our 21st show.
21st show.
Yeah, so it's a non-profit organisation that we have, and we've raised probably in excess of 20 grand.
Congratulations.
Close to 30, yeah.
That's really good.
And that goes to local charities. So
that's awesome.
Yeah.
Because when we walked in there and had a look, we might as well, let's bring up some of these photos while we're doing it. Get used to this, mate, because I love this. I feel spoiled.
When I go to Shoey's, mate, he's got them all set out.
Yeah.
And it's just unbelievable. The attention to detail is so high.
Well, this looks like, if I wasn't none the wiser, I just thought that this would be a normal car in a photo. It doesn't even look fake to me. Yeah, it doesn't look like a model.
That's a plastic model kit.
You're kidding.
Overall size is about 25 centimetres long. So,
see, my brain can't even fathom that because it's so detailed.
Thanks.
No, it is. It looks great. Even though like the rust work, patina.
Yeah.
How do you get your hands and stuff to do stuff that small, mate?
Yeah, there's tweezers.
I was going to say that. It must be.
I got a mate, Chris. He's
magnifying glasses and all that.
All his fingers are like thumbs, and he can put engine detail.
Really?
Yeah. It's like, I don't know how he does
Triple jointed thumbs. And
I remember being a kid and I was so pumped. I remember going to Target and I bought my very first own model car. It was a Dodge Viper RT10.
Ooh, yeah, nice.
And I thought there was something about it. I just loved it. I remember I had a GTR 34 at one point there.
Paul Walker, mate.
Yeah, bro. All the way. But yeah, there's something special about, I don't know, about having some models. There is, isn't it? It's pretty cool.
That's what led you to, like, you got to introduce yourself to all these famous race car drivers.
It opened a lot of doors.
Did it really? So that's how it sort of opened the doors. Let's have a look at some of these other amazing ones that you've done. So
that's our model show that we have.
Yep. Okay. So this was the one that you just had that we went to.
That's the poster that we had.
That's impressive. Look at that.
Oh, that's a Sony Explode wagon.
Yeah.
It is.
That's what I was telling you about.
Brother.
Daryl Macbeth.
That's bringing back Stockland car shows.
Yeah. Well, that car show underneath Stockland.
I remember that.
We used to have our little model display there. It was just model cars at the time. And Daryl Macbeth came up.
Did he?
He was one of the special guests, and he saw our display and he said, "Oh, Shoey," he says, "can we have this display down at our show down in Hamilton, which is 3 hours west of Melbourne?"
Yeah. Wow.
And he says, "I'll pay you fuel money. I'll pay you motel and food if you come down and bring your display with you."
That's unreal.
So we had to pack up all our models for the road trip, and
you would have to bubble wrap the shit out of them, wouldn't you?
yeah, and
especially the Bruce Highway these days.
And so we took him down, and he says, "You're not going home with this car."
Really?
So,
he wanted it?
Yeah, he bought it off me.
Well, that's awesome.
Yeah.
I used to love when they had the car show underneath the shopping fair.
Yeah.
I remember one year, it must have been the first or second year that we actually moved here, my father had just bought a VSSS. Now, and that's why I've got a soft spot.
Yeah, I was going to ask you about this later on, mate.
So we'll get to that. But a car detailer at the time had actually done a half and half, put a strip up the middle of it, detailed one side, left it normal as the other.
So you could see the comparison.
You do the comparison.
Yeah, wow.
But I just remember seeing, like, we still got the photos from that. Yeah. There was something cool about having the car show underneath the car park.
Like my brother, back to his XL.
Yeah, mate, I got a soft spot for the XLs.
Yeah, he put his car under there with this. They had like sound offs in there for the stereo.
Yeah, big stereo.
And Yeah, I can remember. With Dad had a studio backdrop and white, so he could have a white background. With the bloody blue neons going up the bike, the white background, and all that, like Fast and Furious spec, and it was so corny, but it worked back then.
It worked.
It brings back memories.
No, that's unreal.
So
look at this. Look at the detail of this one.
You won with that the other day, didn't you?
I did.
Did you?
Yeah.
Yeah, that's actually you can buy that in a kit.
Really?
Yeah, they're starting to produce Australian model cars now, which I've been waiting for 50 years for this to happen.
Really?
So that's a kit, but you're not supposed to build it like that.
Well, I mean,
so you buy like a stock standard one and you add it,
and then you do your parts to it.
Yeah.
So, is there some trade secrets in there that you can't give out? Like on
how to make it look rusty?
Yeah,
yeah.
Is that a trade secret? Like, is that you don't tell because you?
Yeah,
the people might be listening in, mate. You might.
I have told the odd person, and they've used it against me and beaten me.
That's okay. Yeah. So we won't. We'll say it off. Yeah, there we go. We'll say it off air.
Yeah.
But but to me, it's just so realistic. It's unbelievable.
Just the motor in the back. I think you had like a WD-40 or Aerostart can in the back.
Yeah.
I'm just like,
the door trim.
This is
proper
so
good.
Yeah, it's so good, so iconic. So this is one you just won. What's the next one? Now look at that.
Yeah, that's
gorgeous.
That one's scratch built, 100% scratch built.
Really?
So I made that from a tin of bog, a bit of plastic, and carved it.
Oh, you actually carved it?
Yeah. So if you go through a couple more, you'll find a picture of a VK Commodore.
That's you starting to create it?
Yeah, this is how I
start drawing them.
Yeah, guess what sort of car that is?
All right, let me have a look.
75 Land Cruiser.
Yeah.
Yeah, it is too.
So
I wouldn't have picked that, but yeah.
Am I right?
Yeah.
Fucking hell. I'm just like, that looks like a bloody 75.
Oh, there you go. Look, it's starting to take shape now.
Yeah, it's like...
Yes!
Yeah, there's not much design work on them. That made it easy for me to
wow. So is that plastic or that's plastic? So you're cutting it out of plastic?
Yeah, sheet plastic. Yeah,
sheet plastic.
That's.
I'm just impressed how you've actually got it raised on the sides and everything like that as well.
Yeah, many layers.
Many layers.
So what? Oh.
And that's the finished product.
Yeah.
Holy smokes! How you make that is unbelievable.
Look at the sun rays of your rims, mate.
Yeah.
So on average, how long do you think that would take you to build something like that? Just for the listeners' idea.
That one took probably about 2 months to build.
Wow. Yeah.
Every night, sort of after work shit.
See, every week we go to a model build.
Yeah.
Our little group.
Oh, you got like a group where you all meet up?
Yeah, we sit down and have and anyway, I walked in there and started building this little Land Cruiser, and my mate Ben goes, "What are you doing?" And the week later he saw it, he goes, "Oh, you're not allowed to come back."
Wow.
That still irks him, that picture.
That's unbelievable.
It is, mate.
So these, how often do you just catch up?
Once a week.
Once a week?
Yeah.
And is it sort of like just so people with the same interests can sort of get together and maybe ask for help or sort of throw back ideas and stuff?
Yeah, we have everyone, people build aircraft, army tanks, military, motorbikes, ships, planes, everything. So, and it really helps to sit down and work with other people and pick up some ideas, how they do it. And, and if they're struggling, just give them a little... Yeah, so help them.
Another thing I like...
mate, look at this one.
Sick,
Sorry,
mate.
I've just flicked to the next photo. Now, this is iconic scene from Mad Max. And this was where my love of Fords came in, especially the XBs, XCs, XAs.
Toughies.
The amount of times I watched Mad Max 1, 2. The others can get fucked. But I'm just saying. Mad Max 1, when there were still OG cars. Yeah. That is an iconic scene. That is so good how you put all that together.
Yeah. How are you getting that to like
levitate? Yeah, there's lots of hidden suspending.
I can't wait for people to see these images. Yeah, this is unbelievable.
The Mad Max franchise, or I don't think it's a franchise, but they did a series called Beyond the Wasteland.
Oh, yes.
And it was the making of it, and all the people, the true bloods.
Yeah.
So they asked me if they could use that picture.
Really?
And so I had to sign a waiver and say,
fair dinkum.
So they used that and another picture, and had my name on the credits on the end.
Did you?
Yeah, I was stoked.
I love how you even got. I love how you even got the ute tow in the caravan as well.
Yeah, that's it.
That's epic. So this is a display
under the shopping fair.
Oh, is this Stockland?
Stockland.
Yeah.
How long ago was that, you reckon?
That would be 2007.
I was going to say, because they haven't had a show under there for a long time, have they?
Nah.
No.
So, and because we only put cars on the table for this, there's no point putting aircraft. And so,
but yeah, you were saying, like, as we said before, like, this opened up a lot of doors for you. And like, even when we were talking not long back, like, because you built these cars, a lot of the Holdens and HDT stuff, like, you know the liveries and the sponsors so well.
Of course.
Yeah, like, you're an encyclopedia for it.
So what was some of the doors that opened up to? Like this,
that's Chick Henry, the Summernats promoter.
Wow.
He's since passed away.
Yeah.
But this was back in 2000.
Wow.
When we went down to see Daryl Macbeth.
Yep.
And we took the Alan Lucas's Monaro, because I scratch built that as well.
Oh, jeez.
And Daryl Macbeth said, "You need to call in and see Chick Henry on the way.
Really?
He wants to see you." And I've gone, oh, my heart started going. Because, like, he's an icon.
Yeah, of course. Yeah.
So he said, "Mate," he says, "how long does it take you to make these?" He said, "Would you be able to make one for every Street Machine top 10 car?"
Wow.
And I said, "That would be awesome, but I'd need, at least 2 months each."
Of course.
He said, "Oh, I can't really wait that long." So, so that went by the wayside. But it was great to be asked to make a top 10 trophy for Summernats.
Definitely. 100%.
Yeah, he was a lovely guy.
Wow, that's impressive, mate.
And when we left, he's standing in the rain waving, and we're driving up the road. Look, he's still waving and standing in the rain.
It was like something out of a movie for you, wouldn't it? Yeah.
Street Machine mag.
Yeah, so that's it. It made the Street Machine magazine.
That's cool.
My wife Cassie, Sinclair back then.
Yeah.
So this is 2000.
That's in 2000. That's unreal.
Yeah. So
where's that? That was it.
That's the display we took down for Daryl Macbeth.
Oh, sweet.
Yeah. And
was that in Mitchell or
Hamilton?
Hamilton. Okay. Yeah.
So.
Oh, that's unreal, mate. Look, so this is you're starting to shape it.
It's like a VL or something.
That it's going to be a VK.
Yeah.
But it started off as a Nissan Skyline, an '86 model.
Oh.
So the next photo, I know,
mate.
Yeah, it's going to be a lot of
Same
Nissan guys hating me for chopping one up to make a Holden.
Well, I mean the whole heart of it. The whole heart of it was Nissan anyway.
Yeah. But next couple of pickies
they're starting to take shape. Yeah.
So you can see the old shape of the Nissan rear order. And yes,
I love how it's it.
And that's it there.
Oh, the BT1, mate.
Yeah. Classic. Geez, that's impressive, mate. So, I guess the next story is is this how it all sort of led into how you met Peter Brock and everything like that? What's the story behind that? How'd this all eventuate?
Yeah, well, I heard Jim Richards was coming to town.
Yeah.
The Nissan were promoting their new cars at the time, and he was a race driver for Nissan.
Yeah.
So in 1989, when he came to Rocky, I was at the Morning Bulletin. They gave me a heads up.
Yep.
So I went home and got my model car, which is a Tirana. It's not Nissan.
Yeah.
Because he raced that with Brocky in 78, 79.
Yeah.
So I took it up there and it sort of stole the show.
Did it really?
And it turned into a Holden show. It was it was at a Nissan. So
wow.
So that photo there was taken by the Morning Bulletin photographer.
With your model.
Sick.
That is awesome.
So and then he said, "Mate, you've really got to show this to Brocky."
Okay.
And I was thinking, how?
Yeah.
He's untouchable. How do you get to him?
Yeah.
So he said, "Go down to Lakeside, and here I am
at Lakeside."
That's the car that Jimmy was holding.
Wow! Look at that.
So that's the first time laid eyes on him.
Did they have anything like this available to people to purchase, like without what you made? So there was nothing commercial available. That's why they were frothing this stuff, because they wouldn't have seen anything like this.
His first words, how did you make that?
Really?
Not where did you get it from?
Yeah.
How did you make that?
Yeah. Yep.
And I'll never forget that. That's stained my memory.
Even that photo, mate, like, that's just bro.
That's beautiful, eh? It really is.
Don't pay any attention to my outfit.
Mate, I'm checking them pants.
Mate, I'm digging. I am digging the outfit. I actually like the jumper. Reminds me of my old man's.
Yeah.
Actually a slight mullet going on there, isn't it?
Yeah.
Look, those flat top hats are back too, mate. Yeah, look at you. Oh, that's impressive.
Yeah,
it really is. So that was your first time meeting Peter Brock.
And it's sort of like, he made everyone feel special.
Did he?
Like if you're waiting in line for 10 minutes to get an autograph,
he waited,
and he signed your shirt or a poster or something, made you feel special. So I was the average run-of-the-mill spectators that got my 5 minutes of fame with him.
Yeah.
But then each year I would go back with some more models, and so it got to a stage.
Yep.
He'd go, "Oh, g'day, Chris. What do you got for me this time?"
Really?
And just hearing my name come out of his mouth. Yeah.
Oh, with a V. Is that the VP?
VP. Yeah. So.
Oh wow! Look at that.
And it used to be great. You'd be sitting there waiting in line.
Yeah.
And you'd take the lid off the box and pull the car out and sit it on top, and then everyone standing in line would just they'd part like the Red Sea, and you know. And
of course they would, because they would go, one, either where the hell do I get one of those, or two, like this is they were just in awe of how impressive it is.
Are you doing a selfie there with a film camera?
No.
No, it's going to be like the OG selfie.
Oh, I may have.
Yeah, possibly.
You're a trendsetter.
No, I think my mate Kyle took that. He's I would take a photo of Kyle and it'd be perfect. And he'd take a photo of me and chop top of my head off.
Where was this one at, you reckon?
That's Lakeside.
Is it Lakeside? Yeah.
So and it was interesting because when Peter went back out to do his next race, he said, "Don't go anywhere. I've got a couple of guys that want to see you."
Really?
And they got suits.
Oh, true. The business guys.
Yeah, they come on and they said, "Would you come into our caravan with us?" And a big motorhome. And I'm like nervous. I'm going, "What's going on here?
What have I done?"
And they said, am I going to get done for copyright, or because I've just made a car?
I didn't even think of that. Yeah.
And they said, "Can you reproduce these for us?"
Really?
Mass produce them, and I've gone. They take 2 months each. Sorry. So that. Yeah, took the wind out of their sail there. But that was a really good buzz to hear him say.
No, of course, mate, yeah. Oh, definitely. The thing is, like, I wonder how they must have, I reckon you might have set a bit of a trend there. I reckon they'd seen this stuff and gone, how the hell are we going to get this produced so that we can start providing it to the consumers?
Yeah. Well, they did have back in the mid-'80s, they had a little push car, and it was a VK Commodore. And they call them Aussie smokers. You can press on them and they smoke and then take off.
Oh, really?
And they did a Dick Johnson Falcon and the Brock. That was all you could get.
Oh, okay.
And they were toyish looking, but they were great. Yeah. Because that's all you could get.
Yeah.
So I thought I'll go one step further and
do something.
Make it myself.
Make it realistic. So this is another one.
Yeah.
This is off the basis of your current car, Dave.
Yeah, similar. It's a VK. I think.
Yeah.
I can't
is it the VK?
The
yeah, you got the VC, haven't you?
Yeah. Same.
Same sort of. Yeah.
I love that hat.
That is a sick hat.
Yeah. I've still got it somewhere.
Do you keep a lot of that? You've kept a lot of that stuff.
Yeah, I do. Yeah.
I like, that's cool. That old
your
Holden
hat collection.
Yeah. Shout out to CTC.
Yeah.
Sponsor of the podcast. I love that old school Holden logo too. I'm a fan of that.
Yeah, that's the HZ. 70s.
Yeah, mad fan of that one. So what's we got here? So this is exchange. Presenting People's Choice model. Oh, so you actually won some awards.
This is underneath the shopping fair, the Stocklands.
Oh, so he was up here for
the. You were telling me the other day.
Yeah, so
that's cool.
You got a story behind that one? Are you allowed to tell this one, or is it?
It's I was over packing up all our model display.
Yeah,
we knew the presentation was on.
Yeah.
And we didn't expect to be first up.
Yeah.
So we were packing up our display. And they said, oh, yeah, the winner of this is Chris Schumann. And I've gone, and was that me they just said? I thought they were doing all the big awards first, you know. And anyway, they're yelling out at me and I'm going, oh, it must be. I've got to go. And then Brocky goes, oh, there he is. Here he comes. And that was pretty cool.
It was a pretty cool knowing, like, you having him on a first name basis and...
Well,
was it...
Because it was still fresh for him.
And because you got to remember too, like, he's a celebrity at this time. Like, he's the man when it comes to in the racing industry. And this guy's coming over here and saying, g'day, Chris. G'day, Shoey, how are you, mate? Like, I would be gobsmacked.
I think he's got that knack. He can remember everybody's name. He's just good at it. It's like Peter Champion.
Yes.
He remembers everybody's name, their partner's name, their kid's name.
Yeah.
He's a very thoughtful and caring person.
I got a yarn about Peter Champion I'll share with you soon. Actually, he got me out of a sticky situation, so I owe him one for that.
You can see we're both looking surprised there.
You look like you won gold lotto, eh?
Yeah.
Well, you would have. So, what year was this roughly? You reckon?
That was
98.
Yeah,
was it 98?
there you
go. Yeah.
Yeah, 98. So
wow. So you'd known him for quite a bit of time there.
Yeah.
At that time.
So with all the models and everything, where did this transition into,
because you expanded.
Yeah, like you're dealing with him on a very current basis and everything.
It's sort of it'll make a perfect circle soon.
Oh, okay, sweet.
So, this is at another race meeting at Lakeside.
Yeah,
like in
a VT or something there.
Yeah, it was. That's Cassie, my wife. She was a big Bargwana fan, and she actually built a model of his car.
Really?
And she's
talented as well.
Good. Well, that last photo of Brocky giving me the trophy, I won. I think it was 4 out of 5, and she said, "Wow." She goes, "If anyone's going to beat you, it's going to be me." And I,
yeah, right.
And she built a model, and she came second.
Oh, really?
Yeah, she beat everyone else, but not me. I went, I got to show you.
You got
lucky.
Yeah, that's right.
I dodged the bullet there.
That's right.
So
that's
when
how
I go to gym,
this is how this works.
Your missus beat you at gym, eh?
Yeah.
I just let her beat me, so I don't have a problem with it when I get home.
She's good at target shooting too, so she.
Mate, I would have let her win.
Yeah.
just a quick argument.
Yeah. But anyway, she built a model of Bargsy's Commodore, and it was sitting on the bonnet. I didn't get a picky of it, unfortunately.
Yeah.
But I said to Bargsy, "Is there any chance she can jump in the car?" And she's going, "No, I don't want to. But she jumped in, loved it, and then they were bleeding the brakes.
Oh, okay.
They were doing some. This is in between, and they said,
pump the pedal.
Yeah. So anyway, they said, "Can someone hold their foot on the brake and pump?" And she's going. She was starstruck. She didn't know which one was a brake pedal. And she drives a manual. So yeah, she was gobsmacked that she was actually helping out.
That's awesome.
And I said, "I hope they don't run off the track next lap. That'll be your fault."
Oh, look at a young Lounsey.
Yeah. Look at so much talent right there. Look at him.
So you made that one for him too?
Yeah.
Replicate him.
Yep.
That's awesome.
And I think it was Jeff Gretsch. The
VT
team.
as well?
It's the VX.
The VX?
Yeah.
I loved the VX SSs. I was a mad fan of those. It took away, I liked the RSN on them just a little bit cleaner than the VT, how they had it run right across the boot.
The VT never pumped a good skid. The IRS rear end, it's too soft.
Cheers to that.
Oh, look at this. The old EBs.
Yeah.
Oh, Dick Johnson.
Yeah.
Yeah. Jeez.
So, it's another one of those things. You can see the crowd in the distance behind the second car. That's where everyone stopped.
And you're allowed in there?
Yeah, and this is the doors that these model cars opened for me.
Oh, wow.
So
isn't that amazing?
Man.
Yeah. And my dad always used to go crook at me. When are you going to stop building toys,
When they stopped letting me in.
And of course, he was a big Dick Johnson fan.
Was he?
And I took him down there one year and I gave Dad that car to hang on to, and I gave Dickie the Ford Sierra.
Oh, nice, yes.
And Dad, because my dad was in there with him.
Yeah.
And that was the proudest moment of his life. And
That's
he never
cool.
ribbed me once for building model cars after
Ever
that.
again?
That's cool.
He wouldn't either. That's cool as.
Peter.
Oh, look at that.
Cedo.
Yeah, and
The old Peter Jackson.
Yep. Alan Jones.
Wow.
So like, there's just so much meaning to people. These car liveries and the cars. Like look at everyone like here. Like,
but it's as soon as it is, and it's going down memory lane.
Yeah.
How many people enjoy going down memory lane? Bit of nostalgia, and seeing them when it was the manufacturer's cars, and it was Holden versus Ford, and it was, this is part why I love your race series that you're involved in.
It's definitely
awesome.
It's
so cool. Yeah, definitely. Mate, it's just such a great.
It's cool that you got the opportunity to get these photos. Like back in that day, you didn't have phones. Oh, pull this out of my phone and get it. Like you'd have to get your camera out.
Yeah, and go and get developed.
Yeah, and my good mate Kyle, he's the one on the camera there, and he missed out on a lot of the fun.
Cito looks like he's just looking at the detail in the car. Oh, you missed you missed a button here, brother.
Oh wow, look at that.
Yeah, KB.
Yeah.
It's this is at the museum.
This is at the museum.
Yeah, so the museum will be in the next chapter.
Yeah, that's that's unreal.
Nice.
Look, there we go.
Yeah,
I love Larry.
Yeah, he's a character.
It's like VRVS.
No, it's VK.
That's the VK. Yeah.
Oh no, sorry, the car behind.
Oh yeah.
Yes.
Sorry.
Yeah.
Sorry, guys. I got to specify. Oh, it must have been. Geez, that must have been after Brock passed, eh?
No, it was before.
Oh, was it?
Yeah, because
VS.
Yeah, 97.
I just see that I missed Brock. It's a bit ironic.
Yeah.
Yeah, must have been after he retired.
Yeah, it's possibly 98. Yeah.
Yeah. Okay. Oh wow! Look how young he is there.
Assholes. That's the first thing I thought.
Oh wow!
Yeah.
That is
The
great.
Skyline.
Yep.
Still my favourite Skyline 32 GTR.
Yeah, they fast.
Is that where
And then
the
34 would
passion come from, mate?
Yeah, a little bit.
Actually, 2 Bathursts ago when I was there, they had that exact car.
Did they?
The Gibson Skyline, and it was so ahead of its time. Like they had the
Wasn't
bonnet
it?
up and the boot up, and the engineering and technology for like what's that 91?
80. Yeah.
91.
Like it is like current to the tech
Well, the
we
thing
have now.
Yeah, and the funny thing is that 91, that was already 2-year-old technology in that car.
Yeah.
By the time it gets to
Oh,
the
just
road.
like the heat shield,
Yeah.
like it had digital dashes, it had all the fuel system, like it was next level for that day, mate.
And 4-wheel drive.
all-wheel drive, yeah.
Yeah, so that's bloody awesome, mate. So I guess we're up to the story behind Peter Champion, I guess, isn't it? So this was a transition. This is how you sort of met Brock, and this is sort of where it went with that. Eh? And then
I already knew Brocky as just I was a fan.
Yeah.
So basically, in between 3 and 4, I joined a automotive club, the All Classic Motor Club.
Oh yeah.
And with my old FC Holden, and we all decided to go for a run out to Blackwater, and that's where Peter Champion was living at the time, and he had a shed out there he was building. He was going to call it Brock World.
Ah, okay.
And because he's great mates with Brocky, and he invited us out there, and I knew he had this car.
Okay.
Yeah, so because there was people talking, and I thought, oh, I've got a model of it. I'll take it out and sit it on the bonnet and get a photo. When Peter Champion saw the model car, he goes, mate, I want it. Sell it to me. And I said, oh, it takes so long to build. I can't part with it, And then I saw this picture. It was a painting.
Yeah.
And the painting came from Peter Brock.
Rightio.
And it was on the wall of his Melbourne office. And it was a picture of I think there's a picture later on.
Okay, yep.
And it's the LJ and Moffat spinning behind him.
Oh, wow.
A lot of people that know Brock will know that painting.
Yeah.
And I said, oh, I want that painting. And he said, how about we do a trade? and anyway, we were joking about it. And he said, I can't because Brocky promised me never to give it away. And, and Brocky was still alive at this stage. And anyway, as we moved forward, there's Peter.
Oh, wow, yeah. That's so cool.
And
I think that's the two.
Yeah, that's the only two in there. Yeah,
so we go to here.
This is at the museum.
Oh, so this is at the museum. How did you? So that was the first time you met Peter.
Yeah.
Champion.
Yep.
And then it was. How did it?
Yeah.
How
did he offer you the job?
Yeah. What happened there?
Well,
how did that work?
Because of the model car and we both have a lot in common. And we started chatting and I was working at the local hobby shop at the time.
Okay.
And he just strolled in off the street. And he goes, "Oh, g'day, mate. What are you doing here?" And I said, "I work here." He says, "Oh, why don't you come work for me?"
Really? Is that what he said?
Yeah. He says, "I'm going to open up a museum down the beach." And so anyway, I thought about it for 5 seconds and said, "Yep, right, yeah, done." And
5 seconds. Yeah. Yes.
So anyway, I got down there and the museum was sort of partially done. They had a lot of the framework and walls were all gyprocked and painted. And he said, I need a little bit of artistic design work here. And because Brocky and Peter Champion were working on this at the time, and it was sort of all hush-hush. No one knew about it. And there was no signs on the outside of the building.
Yeah.
So it was all quiet. And then I went in there and just sort of, Brocky had some pictures that he drew of the main entrance of a big steering wheel. So,
cool.
So my brother Glenn and I, we had to paint it up because he's a sign writer too.
Yeah.
And so we painted it like a big steering wheel from the Big Banger with a couple of gloves on it.
Yeah.
And it really worked. That's your main entrance.
Ah, sweet.
So Brocky had a lot of input to the way it all happened.
And how it all worked.
And
but because what else did you get involved with around the museum and that sort of like, because you do your own details and decals and everything like that too, don't you?
Yeah,
everything.
Everything.
Yeah. So that came later on.
That came later on
with the HDT.
Ah, okay, sure. Yep.
Yeah,
okay,
so
sweet.
At this stage, I was just
sort of doing a bit of the old.
Bev.
Yeah.
Oh yeah. Yep.
Yeah.
Oh, look at that. Because you've got your own. Oh, this is that. Let's play this for the listeners. So
Big Banger.
Get a bit of an idea of the.
This was done for our website.
Was it?
The Champions Brock Experience website. So when you clicked on it, Kent Murray there, he had the sound recorder. So when you click on a button, it would sound like you're starting the Big Banger up.
Oh, really?
And it was the real Big Banger. So not just the V8 sound.
Have a listen to this.
Oh, hit the little sound logo, bro.
Okay, yeah, so that might help, hey? There we go. All right, let's play this. Yeah, sorry, listeners. This is my first time doing this for this podcast. Far out.
Yeah, the crisp bass.
Isn't that cool?
Doesn't get any better than that.
Wow.
So that's what you would hear when you clicked on a button from our website.
That is so cool.
And I don't know how many people clicked out and clicked back in, clicked out. Just
to hear the voice. That's pretty cool having that video, though.
It is good, yeah.
Oh, mate, that's unbelievable.
Shout out to Peter Champion.
Yeah.
Shoey rang him a couple of days ago and we got approval to use all this sort of footage.
He is just a legend of a bloke, He really is. I'll give you a quick yarn about him, actually, because he used to frequent a little bit around at Headlow Creek back in the day where the airfield there is, because he had a plane there.
Yep.
And we were sort of like right into the aviation at that point, and I was just a teenager. And I was down in Sunny Coast with my girlfriend. And I actually got really crook, like really bad. And he was his pilot was friends of ours, Ben. Shout out to him. I rang Dad and said, "Look, I'm really sick, like really bad." And so Dad's like, "Oh, all right, I'll make a call." And it just so happens that Ben and Peter, and I think Peter's brother or something, were on a plane, in their plane, flying, just happened to be sort of like going past Sunny Coast, and they actually landed and threw me in the plane with them and my girlfriend and the luggage. Like it was pushing for
legal way.
Yeah. But they didn't give a shit. We took off, landed at the airstrip. They got me out of a tight one there, straight up the hospital.
Wow.
Oh, right.
Yeah, I was crook. So yeah, they say it. I owed him for that one. Yeah, so that's just the kindness of them, mate. Like no, they could have been going anywhere. They didn't care. They landed, picked me up from Sunny Coast, and got me back to Rocky. So yeah, shout out to him for that.
He's probably going to go crook at me, blowing too much wind up his ass.
Oh yeah, but that's the kind of person he is, mate. He's from what I remember. I haven't seen him in years. But
he hasn't changed. He's
still the same.
Legend.
Yeah, no, that's awesome. So we got another one here. This is a tribute, I believe, is it? To
you got to mute that one.
Yeah, I'll mute this one.
Yeah.
I'll just stop that. Now we've got to find that little symbol again. There we go.
Yeah, this sticker has been in the glove box of this car since 1987.
Really?
Or 86, I think it was. Yeah, so it was never ever put on the car, being a plus pack. And so when Rocky came in, Peter Champion said, "Oh, can you put this on for us?"
Wow.
So
and you got the video of him doing it.
So
you can see the excitement in Peter's face, in Peter Champion's face, eh?
And what made it more special, the car was number 500 of 500, so the very last one, and that's him putting the very last sticker on the very last car.
It's so cool.
Wow.
And when he peeled the sticker off, he's got fingerprints he left behind because it's a clear sticker. And Peter Champion goes, "Mate, you got fingerprints all over it." And we can't get them off because they're on the inside.
Of course.
And then so Peter Champion says, "Oh, we've got some of his DNA in this car now."
Yeah, of course.
So,
and a fingerprint.
Yeah. Unfortunately, the video, we'd been running it all day and the battery went flat right here.
Oh, did it?
So that's why it's in slow motion, because it just happened so quick.
Yeah, of course it would.
As soon as he starts peeling off, the video shut off.
But there's something cool about that too, though.
Yeah.
You know, look at You know, just something special about that.
It's priceless, all this footage.
Yeah,
it is. It really is. You know, and so is this This is your own footage, is it?
Yeah.
Sure.
So my wife Cass videoed all this, and she was upset that she didn't get any of the footage.
Yeah, understandably,
because he was always going to come back. You know.
Yeah. Of course.
So this was pre-opening of the museum.
Yeah.
So this is all sort of like setting up behind the scenes.
Yeah. So unfortunately, he died before it opened. So
did he?
And because we were keeping it a secret, and when he did pass away, Peter Champion and I, we sat there and thought, what are we going to do? You know? So when we announced it, there was a lot of the public that were going, "Shame on you."
Oh, because they're like trying to make it like it's a public grab, like it's like a cash grab.
And then, we sat down and thought more of it, and we thought, well, people are going to need somewhere to go.
Of course they do.
To pay their respects, because he's one of Australia's biggest icons in motor racing. And,
of course.
And people needed to have that closure and just to go and, say their final moment, final words.
Yep.
Do you know Stephen Bell, do you?
Yes.
Yeah.
He's got the Castlemaine.
Yeah, Castlemaine VP. Yeah. He, that yarn, how Brock was never supposed to drive that car originally.
Yep.
And Johnny Farnham was supposed to do it. And they were neighbours or something. I don't remember. I'm paraphrasing it really quickly, really briefly, but yeah, he mentioned something about it, and then Peter Brock's like, "Oh, I know where I can get a motor," and you need a driver. Like, how cool is that? Well, so this is another video of him just in the.
Yeah.
Oh, sorry. Hang on. Is that the same?
Oh, yeah. So that was where it cut off.
That's where it cut off. Yeah. So this one here.
Here we are.
I love this. Like this raw footage.
And then we sort of realised that it was a pretty good name, and we had to build some homologation cars so we could go racing. So we retired it real quick.
Wow.
But we did build a handful of cars which were normal, pedestrian, Commodore SLs that had the Group A pack on.
That's so cool, mate.
Like, you know what I mean? Because this is the real Group A that's run up here when we actually built the homologation run of 500.
Wow. Just having those that raw footage of him yarning.
Yeah, there's about 7 hours he was there.
Wow.
And we tried to get as much as we could.
Of course he would, definitely.
And, he was always going to come back. It's just one of those things.
Yeah.
What about that? Because you went down to his house, didn't you? And you're telling me, is that later on?
Yeah, well, that was this weekend when he did come in.
Yeah.
And how that big circle I was telling you about all lines up. We were expecting him to come in this one day, and the car pulled up outside, and I'm getting all nervous, you know. It's like, and because it had been a while since I'd seen him.
Yeah.
And so he's walked in and he goes, I know you. You got the model cars. You follow me around everywhere. But he couldn't remember my name because it had passed a few years since.
Yes, of course.
But he still remembered me. And
that's unreal. Yeah, that's cool.
And so and he loves my models as well. And
so you've actually got him. You got a video of him signing your VK.
Yeah, this is getting the last dregs out of the video.
Yeah, sorry, that's a photo of it.
Oh, it is.
So you've got a VK. That's the one that you've got the HTT.
No, that's another. That's
another one.
Yeah.
Oh, one. Do you still have that car?
Went to Mackay, that one.
Did it? Let's have a look at this video.
Yeah.
This is cool.
Love this. Yeah, this is good.
This is really cool.
Look at him. Feeding of the berries. Yeah.
I just launched it. Yeah. Sender. That's cool, as a. You know, this is priceless. This stuff.
And that's Lansy when he popped in.
Yeah. So this was in the Champion Brock Experience area.
So I had all my models.
That's cool.
And it's really funny how when I was talking to Peter Champion about, remember that day I wanted that painting and you wanted my model car?
Yes.
Well, that painting was on the wall of my office and he got all my model cars. So,
do a bit of a deal.
Unfortunately, the painting had to stay there when I left.
Yeah, no. Oh, mate, that's unreal, eh? Unreal. Look at you there.
Yeah, Dickie.
Yeah. So they came in and had a look. What did they think? They would have loved it?
Yeah, loved it. They
So a lot of that would be nostalgia for them too, eh? They'd be reliving a lot of their youth.
Yeah.
Sure,
I remember one day, before the museum opened, I had a knock at the door and Peter gave me strict instructions. Don't let anyone in.
Yeah.
And even if they tell you they're my best mates, and but Peter Champion said, he said, no one comes in.
Yeah.
So anyway, I've opened the door up this one time and there's this guy there and he had a motorhome out front and I recognised him straight away. And so, he was a race car driver from early Group A era and his name was, I remember the other day now.
Yeah, that's okay.
All these lights. And,
blame the lights.
And he yelled out to his wife sitting in the car, he goes, hey, babe. He knows who I am.
Really?
Yeah, because he was a back runner in 1984 when they first brought out the Group A. They had Group C up the front, the big banger.
Yep.
Halfway up the back, they started the Group A era.
Yes.
And so he was
one of those boys.
And he was wrapped that I knew who he was.
That's so cool. Oh, look at you.
That's in the Targa.
That's in the Targa one.
The black one. If you zoom in, you can see my car behind.
Oh, yeah, there we go.
Yeah, my mate Ben following me home.
Oh,
this was at the reopening of the Super Cheap Auto, and they got a few of our cars.
And
lined up, yeah. So, driving this thing through town was amazing.
You would have loved that, eh?
Yeah.
Would have turned some heads too. Would have turned some heads. Oh, yeah.
There's James Brock.
Wow.
He's signing the little A30.
That's cool. How many models do you reckon you built in total? Do you number them or anything like that, or have you ever? You got no idea? Yeah, no, that's fair enough, mate.
How long's a piece of string?
Yeah, that's a good point.
So there's KB again.
Yeah,
right.
I never had the chance to go and see the museum. I wish I did. That's one thing I regret.
Yeah, I think this was one of those days where someone knocked at the door.
Yeah.
And I opened it up and it was Kevin Bartlett.
Oh, wow.
And I've gone, sorry, Peter Champion, I'm going to overwrite you here.
There's certain exceptions you got to make.
Yeah.
That's cool. We've got a video here coming up. Oh, yep, it's the Targa. Have a look at that.
Needs more tyre smoke, mate.
needs a flyby.
Got to behave myself.
That's an impressive collection of model cars that you've made there.
Just me Brock stuff, yeah.
That's just your Brock stuff.
Yep.
How do you store it all at home? You in cabinets?
I've got a few cabinets, yeah.
Yeah. But you would.
Yeah.
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 You wouldn't want an earthquake or something, mate.
No. Save the cars.
Nah, that's impressive.
It is, Actually, I tell you another fellow locally that's got a lot of I don't think he builds them. Jason Greenoff.
Yeah.
But he's got a lot of.
He's
models.
got all the race cars.
Yeah.
One of everything.
See, mate, even just those photos, you know, that's beautiful. There you go.
Yeah.
There's that. There's
The painting.
Painting.
Yep.
That's impressive.
That's so good, eh?
I got video of this. We were sitting here yakking away, and then someone wanted to take a photo, so we both looked up for that 1 second. So we didn't really pose for it. There's PC overlooking.
Yeah.
We were actually going through some old photographs, and these were owned by Alan Moffat. Alan Moffat owned the right to all photographs.
Really?
Of Peter Brock, yeah.
Really?
So we had to be careful what we used.
Yeah, of course.
So there was a lot of permission.
Was this after his passing?
No.
Even when he was...
Yeah. So, yeah, they oh, hang on, you might be right. He may have got them,
after
got the rights,
Yeah.
So here we are going through a couple of pictures.
Sort of like for the advertising type of thing? And
yeah, we're just trying to, like we were going to make posters and we just had to find out the correct era and year of the car. So
of course,
because you had to, you've done a lot of like documentation, like of his trophies and everything, like his whole life in racing.
Yeah. So at the end of the day, because all throughout the day, Peter'd say, "Mate, you got to come down home and just check out what I got," because he had a lot of stuff to bring up to the museum.
I suppose he would.
And, you know, race helmets and suits and trophies and posters and everything. So, anyway, he says, you have to come down. And I said, oh, gee, that'd be nice if that actually happened. And then at the end of the day, Peter Champion said, mate, you got to pack your gear. You're heading down to Melbourne and, you know, to stay at Brock's house. You're going to go through and itemise what he's got, take photos of it all. And I'm going, no way. This doesn't happen. Anyway, so he booked me some tickets and I'm on the plane heading to Melbourne.
Unbelievable.
And I'm sitting there going, wow, this just can't get any better, you know. And we're coming into land and I'm sitting there on the plane. I'm going,
white knuckling.
I'm like jittery and old mate sitting next to me, he says, you okay, mate? You look a bit nervous. You'd never flown before? I said, no. Yeah, I've flown. I've just never been picked up at the airport by Peter Brock.
But gee, you would have gone, what the hell?
Yeah.
Who the hell is
he was
this
kind
guy?
of hanging around with me for a little while.
Oh, was he wanted to see if it was true? I can imagine. He goes, this guy's full of it. That's so cool, mate. Yeah.
But
so this is where you're at this point. This is where you stayed with Peter Brock.
Yeah. So if you go to the next picky.
Yeah, okay.
And so that's,
look at that.
That's at Brocky's home. Brock, and Julie.
Did you ever think in your wildest dreams, mate, when you first made that first model and you took it to Peter Brock and you had a look at it, years on down the track, you'd be sitting at his place having a cup of coffee with him?
I still can't believe it.
Isn't that just an iconic thing to see?
It's where the world takes you.
I know.
It really is. If you went back to your younger self and said, one day, mate, you're going to be sitting on Peter Brock's couch having a coffee with him, watching TV.
Yeah, not a chance.
Yeah. Unbelievable.
It was really funny because he was operating the Peter Brock Foundation at this time. And there was his little brother, Lewis, and Julie was helping him. And so the Peter Brock Foundation was a charity for people in need, in crisis, that other charities overlook. Yeah. So he picked up where they dropped the ball. And so anyway, this is at his home up in the inland. So we headed out to where the Peter Brock Foundation was, and it's a fair drive.
Yep.
And Julie went the normal way in her car, and Pete and I, we went the other way in his car. And anyway, we were having a race. And
he would.
And
of
we
course he would.
Cost, mate,
yeah, he wanted to beat her.
Of course he would. That old friendly competition with the missus.
And anyway, we come up behind this slow car in this windy hillside, and he's making car noises, and he's like coming down the gears. I'll get him under brakes, you know. And I'm sitting in the passenger seat going, "Wow,
isn't that crazy?"
Oh, what about you were saying something about like he picked you up from the airport and then you dodged this wombat or something?
Oh yeah, we're heading. The first time we drove up his driveway, we were going really fast, and he pulls into his driveway, which is a long dirt road that goes up the hill, and each side of the road is a bit of a gully. And it drops off quite severely, and he's hooked in there really fast. And there was a wombat right in the middle of the road.
You're kidding.
And anyway, he's come around the corner, hit the brakes. We've just gone down in the gully up the other side and sideways. And
wow.
And he just
didn't
say, he goes, that was close, you know. And I felt really safe. Anyway, we're having dinner that night, and he said to Julie, he goes, oh, I saw that wombat has been getting in the veggie patch. We nearly ran him over. I'm thinking, we nearly died. He's
so
just so
true.
casual.
Yeah, just so, Oh, mate, his adrenaline system must have been so down tuned.
Yeah.
Just no.
Still one-handed too, probably.
Yeah.
So we got another car here?
This is the car that he took over to Goodwood.
Okay,
That's Ian Tate there in the overalls. He was one of Peter Brock's long-time mechanics throughout the Holden Dealer Team era.
Yep.
And so this car, as you saw the number plate on the back.
Yeah, GLB.
Brocky and I were down on our knees taking the photo at the same time because he had his camera. And he goes, GLB, God loves Brock. I just wish I had a video of that. That was cool.
That would have been epic.
Yeah.
It's a cool looking little car, though.
Yeah. Went pretty quick for a grey motor.
Oh, 100% it would. Is that just a bit of some of his trophies over the years?
Well, when you say just a bit, that's his 9 Bathurst winning trophies right there.
Oh, wow.
Just slapped in there.
Just got them on like a random shelf.
Yeah.
That's like probably next to the bathroom.
Yeah, so
there's the old racing glove that's probably been missing for 20 years.
Yeah. Oh, that's where I left that.
Yeah. So the bottom 2 shelves,
Yep.
you can see that the wooden trophies on the left are the 3rd shelf.
Yes.
That's there his Bathurst winning trophies. And there's more on the bottom shelf, and there's a couple leaning up on the
It's just
wall.
funny. He's got it sitting there with his fishing bloody fishing trophy. It's like the fishing he must be more proud of that. He's got it higher in the ranking than his Bathurst winning trophies.
And when I saw them there, I thought, I thought they'd be in a glass box with alarms on it, and, the crown jewels.
No.
So
I just love he's got a bass bloody sitting in there. Barramundi or something. That's so cool.
Yeah. So,
I love that.
Okay. Pinnacle
That
race
is
car.
Yeah,
it is pinnacle,
that's
isn't it?
the 97.
You could ask me any Holden I'd want.
Yeah.
If I could have any Holden, that would be it. Well, you know how we touched on it before. What's you? VS.
VS.
Yeah.
So this is right in my era too, mate.
Yeah.
Right
Yeah.
now.
Well, this is before my era, but my dad had one of them, and not that car, obviously, but a VS, and I just love the shape and that. I drove, we walked past one the other day, me and my wife, and I'm like, I love them VSs, and she's like, just didn't get it.
Yeah.
Like, you got no class, eh?
That's iconic for me. I'm familiar with that because my dad had the SS in that year. So this era relates to me. I remember when they brought the VT out and they actually had a photo of it. I think it might have been Street Machine or Wheels magazine. Wheels. I remember getting it and seeing the new shape, and I was just like, no. That's a Holden Commodore.
But these posters were rolled up in a cylinder.
Yeah.
So when I had to take a photo of them, they kept rolling back up again. So I was thinking, I need to pin them down.
Yeah.
So
of
I
course.
grabbed a couple of trophies there, and as paperweights. And Brocky's walked past. He goes, "That's interesting use for the trophies, mate."
Well, I'd say it was still more of a job than he had originally.
That's the 78 and the 79 Bathurst winning trophy.
That's impressive. Oh, wow. So, that's the end of that chapter. So that was some of the things that you got to see.
Yeah, staying with Brocky.
So now we're on to sort of like the HDT era for yourself, is it? So, how'd this all sort of eventuate?
Well, when the museum closed down
in
2011, because Great Keppel Island shut down, all tourism stopped coming.
Yeah.
There was a massive floods. Everything was
Capricorn Resort was going to crap.
Yeah, everything just went belly up.
Yeah.
And so Pete decided we're going to pull the door shut.
Mm-hmm.
And everything was still there.
Yeah.
And then he decided we're going to buy HDT.
Yes, I remember that.
The 3 numbers, the 3 letters, HDT. It cost him a mozza.
Yeah.
So he said, finally, I've got all of Brocky's cars and HDT back together again. And that was really special.
Yeah,
so
that's cool, yeah.
That is so cool.
Yeah. And he got me back on board to do some designs for some of the vehicles.
Yeah.
And make some of the signage, because we had to do now that he got HDT, we had to produce the stickers for all the old and new cars. So this car here, this was a customer's car, Adrian Knight. Gentleman, he's a really nice guy. And this is an actual race car, and it has air conditioning.
Well, you want to be racing in comfort, mate, don't you?
Yeah. So it's all tricked out. It's a full. This thing, it goes fast, and Adrian takes it to track days, and but they had to specially make the boot spoiler to resemble the old school one.
Yep. I love how they did that sort of retro fit outs on all those, the Blue Mini and all that sort of stuff. It was sick, eh?
Well, actually, Shoey's road cars, the VE, drives a blue.
I think there's a picky of it.
Yeah.
Is it? Yeah, sick. So this is you wrapping it.
Yeah, so I don't
Look at the fuel cell at the back there too. That's sick.
Yeah, she's all proper.
There's that mucking around.
Off.
And
look at that.
So while we when Peter Champion took over HDT, my wife Cassie and I had to go down, because she was working there as well. We had to go down and do the changeover, the handover. And while we were there, Eastern Creek Muscle Car Masters was on, or the Touring Car Masters as we call it today.
Yeah.
So Peter Champion had restored the 1969 Brock Monaro.
Oh, wow.
Third place Monaro. So at this stage, he hadn't seen it. He had it restored, and he wanted to unveil it at Eastern Creek. So I took it out there for him, and we had to get Bob Morris to drive it.
Yeah.
Because Bob owned it after Harry Firth sold it. And it was a long story how they got the car back, and it was in a chook shed.
Wow.
It was painted blue. It was pretty messed up. And so they worked out whose car it was through a logbook that tracked back to Bob Morris.
Oh, wow.
And Harry Firth knows that he sold the car to Bob Morris. So that's the car.
Yeah. That's the car, yeah.
So we took it out there, and he didn't go easy on it.
Really?
Yeah. I think there's a photo.
Good on him.
Yeah.
Bless him.
And there's
Bob
Jane. Yeah.
Yeah.
This is it is.
Oh, look, there we go. Look at that.
Pin. Yeah.
Yeah.
Oh, condolences.
Wow.
He
Yeah.
just passed on.
Oh,
Yeah.
true. Oh, of course.
Phil
definitely.
Brock.
And then there's Harry Firth, and that's his old car, and you can see the stain that come out from underneath from the hot water.
What?
Yeah. So we had to stay there all day and look after that car, and we were there until they picked it up, and it was the last car to go back.
Was it?
And Eastern Creek well.
Yeah.
It was dark when we left.
Yeah.
And all the gates were locked.
Really?
And there was no one there. And we couldn't get out.
Couldn't get out.
Yeah, so we're driving around all the different gates, and that was locked, and there was no one there, and we were thinking we're going to have to sleep in the car.
Yeah.
But we managed to get out without crashing through the gate. Yeah, there's me and Harry.
Oh, that's cool, mate.
I had to drop him to the airport.
Did you?
And of course, he'd had a long day, and he's a bit tired, and we're driving along, and he's telling a story, and all of a sudden he's gone quiet, and he's head down like this, and I'm going, oh no, not on my watch,
Oh, shit, yeah.
And
He just nodded off.
And I'm gonna start talking, and he's just not. And as soon as I said the word Tirana, it's like a.
God, is that you?
Yeah.
Oh, wow.
And it's funny, on the subject of Harry Firth,
Yes.
he knew everything about every car.
Wow.
And he never lost his beans right till the end. He knew. And I remember Peter Champion bought the 74 Tirana, the LH.
Yep.
and it was dressed up as the 78 comeback car that he won Sandown 500 in. And so it had been converted to an A9X. They could run the bigger rear end. And so what happened was there was another lady claiming that she has the comeback car. And it was a Brock car.
Yes.
Not taking anything away from it, but she said she had the comeback car. And so Pete's got Harry Firth on the phone, and he says, how do we know it's the real car? And he's got him on speaker. I could hear him. He said, open up the back driver's side door and undo the sill, lift up the carpet. For some reason, there was carpet in there. I don't know why. Anyway, he said, you'll see a big weld right across the floor. He said that was quite common, that all cars that were converted had this weld mark. And he says, but this one will have an extra piece off the end and it looked like a H. There was an extra bit of a ugly looking weld. And so he remembered that. Anyway, so I'm undoing the sill and Peter Champion's going, hurry up, mate, hurry.
He's so nervous.
And I lifted up the sill and the carpet and here's this weld. And I've gone, thumbs up, and he's like, yep. And he said, oh, apart from that, there's a frame that we'd made in the boot for a quick fuel change. So that you could pull the old petrol tank out, put the new one in, and which was frowned upon. And so the frame is still in the back.
Is it?
See, they were just going to get some springs, like an old trampoline springs, as you were saying, and hold the tank in, put the fuel filler in. And the race officials said, if you go out, you're going to get disqualified.
Oh, wow.
Yeah, so it's still in the car
It's
today.
still in the car.
Yeah.
Wow, that's impressive. Yeah. So this is a scene. This is a part of the setup, isn't it?
Yeah, this is on the takeover when Peter Champion reopened HDT down at Revesby.
Oh, cool.
And it was an open day and we had Harry Firth come in.
Yep.
And he was signing autographs. And
that's so cool.
Yeah.
I love how you had the Monaro sitting up there in the area there. Like, is that part of the spray booth with the paint colours and stuff? That's so cool.
That's the 74 comeback car.
That is so cool.
The Marlboro.
Yeah. Jeez, that looks cool.
Love it.
Have a look at her.
That's the 69.
Just fat arming, mate, eh?
Yeah, look at you, mate, in your bloody element.
I got to drive it around Eastern Creek.
Did you?
Under close watch.
Of course.
Yeah, I was.
But how cool.
Walking speed.
Yeah, sure, mate.
Yeah.
Look at that.
That's your beast.
That's your beast.
That's my one, yeah.
That's mint.
So when I built that, I think it was in 2006 I started building it. And we were going to use that to pick Brocky up from the airport.
Oh, cool.
And what better way?
Yeah, 100%.
To have him driving through town, and if someone looked over and saw Brock at the wheel, they just no one would believe him.
I would go him at the lights if I saw him. That'd be sick. just to say you had a drag with Peter Brock.
In your 180.
Because you know he'd go you.
Yeah,
that's it. Everywhere he went, he was on the pedal.
This is your beast, eh?
Yeah, that's mine. And my good mate Ben's one. So that his was the SV6, and mine was the SS. So this is all the genuine HDT body kit.
Yeah, it looks mint. You guys did it very tastefully.
Yeah,
how they set it up in the HDT.
Copy off the old Blue Meanie. Yeah,
so clean. I love it.
And many people said if Brock was around to see this, he would have been stoked.
Oh, 100%, mate. 100%. Oh, look at that.
Johnny Goss, yeah. He was telling me that's the original race suit that he raced back in 75.
Really?
76, sorry.
He can still wear it?
Yeah.
What a champion.
That's Sydney too, isn't it?
That's Eastern Creek.
Yeah, that's, I thought I could see the grass hill there.
Yeah, there's getting less people there. This is towards the end of the day.
Yeah. God, that's mint, man. I love seeing these photos. Oh, is that you guys building up, making the mould?
This is, because Peter Champion, he come in and he says, mate, you make your model cars with your little boot spoilers. And he said, you reckon you can make a big one? I went, I don't know. Give it a go. So we went and we got a rent-a-car.
Okay.
This one was supplied.
Just rent one, stuff them.
This one was donated by Trent from Lawrence's. Thanks, Trent.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah.
Oh, you can see the Lawrence's sticker. Yeah.
So, but we did all our main work on the rent-a-car. And it had a boot spoiler on it, so we had to take it off. And
did you put it back on?
Yeah. I remember we're undoing the screws and we're thinking, this is not coming off. And Pete says, oh, there's some double-sided tape in there.
Yeah.
So he gets a knife out of the kitchen sink and he's cutting this tape. And we were there for 5 minutes trying to cut this tape. and I stood up and I could look on the top of the boot and I could see the knife coming underneath, scratching the paint. And I thought, oh, we're in deep shit. You know?
Yeah.
So,
Love it.
we made a quick cardboard mask.
Yeah.
And then we mixed up some foam, the foam film. Tipped it in there and it sort of fills up pretty quick.
And then we just sort of give a bit of a sand and a bit of a...
Basically what I do with bog. But, and anyway, so we get the basic shape.
Yeah.
And then I have to, we've got to send it away to get fiberglass.
Of course,
I think the next shot is... That's the finished product.
Wow. Jeez, you just did a good job, didn't you?
So, they turned out really nice.
How many hours is it in
No,
sanding
that would be a lot.
manipulating all that?
Yeah, because I didn't know how long it was going to take because I've never made one before.
Yep.
And I didn't even know if it was going to work. And because the VF has a really unusual boot lid that drops down to the taillight, so I had to allow for that.
Of course,
and, so they're
securing it and all that properly.
there was nowhere to mount it and sort of like, what do we do? How do we do it?
Of all those, what would be your favourite, you reckon?
I like the blue meanie.
Yeah, because that looks sick too.
Yeah,
Even in the VF shape looks mint.
That was one of my concepts.
Yeah.
We were playing around with the front spoiler.
Yeah.
We already had that's all generated.
Yeah.
From Photoshop. So it was that, and the next photo you'll see we had a vision of Pete. Pete says we might try and stack the tail lights.
The exhaust tips.
Yeah. And we never went down that path, but
it actually looked cool though.
Yeah, it's something
even
different.
Like that takes Chat GBT now does that in 2 seconds.
Yeah, it does it for you. Yeah,
this is
hours.
Yeah, Isn't that funny that?
Yeah.
Oh mate, that's unreal, unbelievable.
So that's HDT, and then
we've got some other stuff here.
And we'll go to that blue ute there on the right.
This one here.
Yeah, that one. This is where we transition from.
HDT.
This is my work car.
Okay.
Venture Signs.
It's a cool work car.
Yeah, it is nice.
It looks. I love those. I love those wheels.
Yeah, the 19-inch aero is awesome.
That's cool. So this is some of the stuff that you've done, sort of like wrapping. Yeah,
just a couple of odd jobs. I quickly raced them in. I've even done a police car.
That is cool. Official pace car.
Yeah.
I love that, mate. Geez, you've done a fair bit, haven't you? Look at that. There you go, mate.
Hey. Actually, a big shout out to him. He was the one who done that fridge at our Christmas party.
Yeah, that's right. Yeah. So
and
sick.
he done that.
There you go. Little Deadass Podcast in there as well.
Yeah.
Old handsome Stud McGee over there with mud flap. Yep. Mate, that's really cool. Oh, yeah, there's a Christmas party there. Yeah.
You're in fine form that night, mate, eh?
Oh, yeah, I think we all were. Mate, when you look back at all this stuff, mate, do you have a bit of a pinch yourself moment? You know, some of the things that you've accomplished over the years?
All the time. Yeah.
Mate, it's unbelievable. Just from humble beginnings, mate, just making models, doing something that you love and you're passionate about it, and it leads you to things like this. Isn't it just mind-blowing?
Yeah, it's not a day goes by I don't think myself lucky.
Yeah.
I'm actually I'm glad I met you. You could show me.
Yeah, that's right. Yeah. And what out of all those what would be your favourite model Holden? I'm going to probably assume you're a Holden fan.
Yeah, well, yeah.
Just checking. What would be your favourite model out of all of them?
It has to be the VK.
VK?
Yeah. It's well, Eric Benner said it properly once. He says back in the old days at school, you'd fight for your father's honour, whether you're a Ford, Valiant or Holden.
Yep.
You get into a punch up because your dad was a Ford man. Anything with a chrome bumper bar and made in Australia is,
Yeah, that's true.
Yeah, that's what he said.
It's nothing
Yeah.
like it,
Yeah, that's actually a really good point. A very good point. Mate, I'm absolutely blown away and just stoked that you took the time to come in, say good day, and have a bit of a yarn, mate, and show us some of these photos and some of the things that you've done over the years. It's been an unreal journey with you, going down memory lane with you, and seeing these things. Mate, so just give yourself a bit of a plug too, So it's Venture Signs is your business, is it?
Yeah, that's me. Yeah.
That's you, yeah, and you deal with decals and stuff like that. And
pretty much
signage.
Most signage.
Yeah.
It's
He's busy at the moment doing all my Rocky nuts.
And then but in your spare time you love to do your models and stuff like that. And so you've just had that model show on. When's the next one? Next year?
Next February.
February.
First Saturday in February every year.
Oh, okay. So first Saturday of February every year. So,
yeah.
No, that's cool. And what's the name of the model? It's the
Rockhampton Scale Modellers Association.
Yeah, sweet. Do you have a Facebook page and stuff like that?
We do, yes.
Yeah, sweet.
Yep. Of the same name. Yeah. Yep. So we're all heading down to a model show that's in Brisbane.
Yes.
On the 30th of May, and that's we all rent a bus and big wild party on the way down. One designated driver, the rest of us
I love
party.
it.
Yeah.
All those meetups is just an excuse to get on the piss. What about? Are you looking forward to going and have a bit of a squidge around Rocky Nats and all that sort of stuff, mate?
For the first time, I've entered me VK.
Have you? Sweet.
Yeah. So last year I entered it, but the night before I had gearbox trouble.
Oh, okay.
Of all times.
Yep.
And apparently I was supposed to lead the procession.
Really?
Brian, from Bill Blockers, he was the promoter for the procession, and he said, "Mate, 05, it's show 05.
Yeah.
Do you want to start with us?" And we're coming out first. He said, "There'll be a handful. That's the HQ, and then you."
Yeah.
And I've gone up front. I couldn't believe, and so I'm starting to shake because normally you got to wait 2 hours before you get out of the gate, and plus a bit. So I'm trying to text my wife, and I'm shaking. I'm pressing all the wrong numbers. I'm going, ugh. And the night before the gearbox decided, so that. But this year, it'll be 40 years since the real car like mine raced at Bathurst.
And it's iconic too. It's 20 years this year for Peter Brock too. So it's kind
of special.
It is. Yeah, it's a.
And you're going to Peter Champions on Thursday night?
Yeah.
Yep.
Yeah, so Thursday night there's a Champions experience or something, isn't there?
Yeah, I got first responders, I think it's raise money for them and that. So.
Yeah.
I've got to chuck a skid on his driveway.
Okay, I see why you're having gearbox problems.
Yeah.
Oh, mate, no, that's unbelievable. So, this episode will be out before that anyway, so you'll be able to experience that stuff. And what about yourself, Dave? You got some things coming up, mate? Obviously, Rocky Nats and training for the crews, and you'll be a part of that first responders.
That, and then I think
Lawrence
is on Friday night.
Yeah, that's going to be epic. Yeah, going to have a look at that.
Coming up from Melbourne, and it'd just be good to, show everyone what that car is because it's pretty special, and actually
definitely
put it next to Brocky's cars down.
Yeah,
Champion. And
yeah, definitely.
Yeah.
That'd be sick.
No, well, mate, thank you so much for coming in today, Shoey. I really appreciate it, mate.
Thanks
you too,
for
Dave, mate.
Yeah, thanks.
It wasn't bad of a little slap together of an episode, real quick, wasn't it? We're only having this yarn last week.
Yeah,
I'm privileged. I feel like there are way more people more important than me that should be sitting here.
Oh, mate, you're right up there with them, mate.
And in fact, Peter Champion, if you're watching,
we're
coming for you.
Yeah,
you're going to be
definitely
sitting up here soon.
I'd love to have you on ASAP, Mr. Champion, and it'd be great to catch up with you. So,
I listen to his stories all day long.
Yeah, and I'm sure, mate. I'm sure he's got some mad yarns to tell.
And it's a different story every day. There's so many of them.
So radio pallbearers, listeners, and viewers for the first time properly.
Yeah, the first video.
Round of applause. Anyone else you just want to thank as well?
Big shout out to Hayden here.
Shout out, brother. Thank you.
He's bought all these fancy lights and cameras.
Yeah.
We've got 3 cameras on us. I feel like paparazzis here.
It is. It's pretty setting the mood lighting and everything. It's bloody unreal. Yeah. So
it's first video one for you. So
first. Yeah.
If it doesn't work out, don't blame us. As you make mistakes.
So that's us for today. So thanks, listeners. We'll catch up with you again soon. All the best. Much love. Cheers.
Thanks.